Hello, everyone. Um, I am sorry I'm extremely late for this stream. You probably, if you have me on Discord or you're in part of Discord, you probably saw that I was playing it earlier today. I wasn't really playing it. I actually had turned it on to start the stream, and I fell asleep at my desk. I just needed to sleep. It's been a long week. Um, so yeah. So hello, everyone. We are We have saved Naoto. That was the last thing we did, is that we saved Naoto. So now what do we do? The next dungeon isn't until November. And I'm actually telling you that it's not until November. But there's stuff we have to do before then. And there's actually 2 social links that we have to complete by October 31st. Which is your uncle and your cousin. So let's get started. I'm just making sure I have the guide. So I'm just making sure I open up the guide and we can get started. Wow, the guide is not opening. Hold on. The one who's got to leave. Nobody has really got to leave. I don't. Oh, let me put on my glasses. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I forgot how small the text is. On and on. So it is currently September 31st, 23rd. Today's the autumn equinox, so you have a day off from school. All you can do now is wait for Naoto's recovery. What should you do today? But yes, so currently... Alright, so everyone did that. Okay. Alright, so we maxed out Chie, we maxed out... So this is currently paused until November. We're still missing one more social link, which is Tower. But our main goal for this month and next month is to get this to rank 10 and this one to rank 10. Remember, these 2 cannot be ranked up at the... If he's in the house, then that one can't be ranked up. I really do need to get around to doing this. So this one is actually done. However, you have to go back again to rank it up. You have to spend time with the fox twice to rank it up. This hasn't ranked up since early summer. Alright, so let's go outside. So let's go to the floodplain. Oh wow, he gave me money. Alright, let's change to an Aeon.
You're late.
Let's go somewhere. You're helping me remember, right? You did promise me you'd help. Yeah.
Hurry, let's go.
Samagawa Riverbank. You brought a Contemplate Marie here. I don't get this. What am I supposed to do? The lady at the store said this comb is something special. Oh my god, I forgot Marie has like special things to say. Jesus Christ. What did she say? Museum? Gallery? Would there be combs
I
there?
don't get it.
What are they gonna use them for? You mean old and dirty things? But maybe it is, just like this comb has no point. Marie seems impressed. Dillian who knows like stuff like that? Who would know about art and antiques? He made something about this old comb. There's someone who might know. This town has a ton of weird people.
Let's go.
They sell these? Who buys them? Yuki-chan, wait for me. All this stuff is so heavy. Brr.
Ah,
Good day, Soji-kun. Marie-chan.
Oh.
Looks like I stumbled across a big scoop. Well, well. I'm buying supplies for the inn. I ran into Teddy Lynx and I'm making him carry everything. Yuki-chan really blew me off. It's all piled up next to the store. I can't carry another thing. Who's this? How cruel, Amy-chan. Have you forgot about little Teddy? After all the heavy petting you gave my fur. That's right, you never met Teddy outside of his costume. What's funny is that Teddy and Marie, their voice actors are brother and sister. So they're really just talking. Yeah, it's not. What are you two doing here? Shopping, I guess.
this.
Do you know what this is? It's a very unique comb. What about it? Leave the interrogation to me. Hey, buddy, I got some questions. For me? Well, if it lets us know you ain't getting answers. The comb, I don't sell. This here's a beaut. This grass is pretty old too. Yet it doesn't show my swear. It's perfect, almost too perfect. Where'd you get this? Nope. It's a comb, definitely, but whether it's accessory part of a festival, heck, I don't even know when it was made.
Oh.
I see. Oh, there, Missy. I can at least tell you what it's made out of. Yeah, this is not your average bamboo. Somebody sold to the type of bamboo that grows in the Chukoku region, but it's not. No, it's definitely not normal bamboo. It's beautiful, though. Almost like I think another world. Another world? So what world is it from? I don't understand. Marie looks like she's in pain. Alright. My head hurts. Hold on, Missy. I have a first K hit. That's the first time I've seen him move. Ugh.
What is this?
What the heck? I don't get this. Is buggy. Sneak pops up and then disappears just when I had it. Let's try again. I'm angry that I still can't remember anything. going home. My head still hurts.
Bye. Welcome back.
Yep. Let's catch some bugs. So, given the alright, so I'm gonna say something, and I might repeat it when there's more people in the chat. Apparently, the Persona 4 remake is going to reveal itself this Sunday. However, I'm in the camp that this game should never been remade at all, and that there were actually other Persona games that needed a remake more than Persona 4. Um, Sorry, I'm getting rid of a bot that decided to comment. Alright, so I'm in the camp that this game should not have been remade at all, or if you were going to do a remake, then it should have been one of the last ones to do, as Persona 1 and the Persona 2 duology actually need to either a remake or a port more than 4. Also, if I don't know if you've been following on social media, people have been asking the voice actors who have been voicing Persona, the Persona characters, like for almost, yeah, it's actually been 17 years now since Persona 4 came out. Yeah, they said they were not asked to come back at all for any role in this new remake, and it's because they're striking. Because most of the voice actors in this game are union, not all of them, but yeah. Um, so a lot of people are upset, and that was also the reason why I will actually not get this game. When it gets out, I got Reload, because it actually was done better. Like, the recasting at least made sense in that sense, and because of scheduling conflicts, etc., etc. But this one actually seems malicious, and I actually don't want to support something like that. So, yeah. So, but yeah, I'll repeat this when more people come into the chat. Um, yeah, I'm not a big fan. I, I'm in the camp of there are 3 other Persona games that needed a remake more than this game, as this is actually their most accessible game. Like, Persona 4 is one of their most accessible games now. Of the Persona, like, you can play it on PC, on a Switch, on an Xbox, on PlayStation, on 4 different consoles. You can play the original on a PS2 or buy the digital version on a PS3. You can play Golden on a Vita, a PS4, PS5, a Xbox, a Switch, a Switch 2, and on PC. So the only part of the Persona 4, like in the Persona 4 series of games that hasn't been really ported, is Arena, which is still stuck on a PS3 and I think on Xbox 360, and that's it. And or in the dancing games, and that's it. Like like you can only get Persona 4 dancing. Hi, Dom. You you came into my rant. So, um, I first off, you probably saw on Discord that I was playing this game a few hours ago. I wasn't. I actually had turned on the game to start the stream about 6 hours ago, and I fell asleep because I wasn't feeling well. But I'm feeling well now. Um, but yeah, you came in the middle of my rant. So, it has been all but confirmed. Yeah. So, yeah, I had actually had everything set up to go live and I fell asleep. Yeah, I feel a lot better now. Um, so it has been all but confirmed that Persona 4 is getting a remake and it'll be announced at the Xbox Live show on Sunday. Um, I'm in the camp that Persona 4 is actually the least of outside of Persona 5 is the one that did not need a remake the most. There are three other Persona games that needed a remake or ports to modern consoles and systems than this game. Like Persona 1 and the Persona 2 duology, which are two games, needed. Yeah, and it's because it's the most popular. However, a few years ago, Atlas sent out a survey of games they wanted, like people wanted to get a remake for, and it was Persona 2, Persona 1, some people Persona 3, and Raito. This was actually number Persona 4 Golden, if I remember correctly, was number 5. It is the one that needed one. Yeah, they needed to give priority to the older games. If you were going to do a remake of this game, then it should have been after Persona 1 and 2 got theirs. Especially since Persona 1 turns 30 years old next year. 30. That would have been a great 30th anniversary project. Yeah. Persona 1 turns 30 years old next year. The Persona series turns 30 years old next year. And they're gonna have Persona 4 Golden most likely be their flagship. And that's insulting. That's like you're gonna put the one game in your series that is technically was the most popular one for almost 10 years instead of the game where it's actually the oldest and it's actual birthday. Like, what? Like, they might do ports because the 25th anniversary had ports of, yeah, had ports of Persona 4 Golden and Persona 3 Portable to modern consoles. There might be ports for that and remakes later. But the thing is that this should have been like a remake of Persona 4 Golden. You could have had that for the 28th anniversary, which would have been 2 years after this. Would have been 2 years later. I think it would have been 2028. But Persona 1, like, the only way to play the Persona 1 remake that was on the PSP is to have a PSP or a Vita. I have a Vita, so I can play that game. But you would need to just emulate it, and that's bad. That's bad. Especially when you're selling merchandise for, like, everyone said, oh, well, they're so hard. Yeah, because it showed, like, they're like, oh, the Persona 1 and 2 are so hard. They're depressing. I'm like, yeah, these are Shin Megami Tensei games. They are supposed to be hard and depressing and are supposed to leave you, like, with a sense of dread, given the fact that these gods are playing with the lives of teenagers. Like, I think a lot of people keep forgetting that the Persona series of games is that the overall arching backstory is that these kids, like, hold on, let me pull it up. These kids and all of these people that we have these social links for are the playthings of the gods. There are two gods fighting. Like each game is about two gods or a god and a demon fighting each other and trying to prove a point between each other. Yeah. So, all right. So the first two games actually made that a lot clear because, yeah, the first two games, the first two Persona games, well, technically three since two is a duology, made it very clear that this is a game. Hold on. Actually, I can actually show you visually because it. I need to go back to the save point because the save point actually shows gives me a better way of explanation. So the save point here is a butterfly because that is the representation of the god who is one of the players of this game, Philemon. Philemon. So I'm gonna go back to the shrine so the music is not playing. So, but yeah, so the butterflies that are save points, that is the only sign that Philemon is here. That's who Igor and Elizabeth and Margaret's boss is. Philemon. He's a god. He is playing a game with another god who we don't know yet, actually. Well, I know who the god is they're playing with against in this game, but I'm not gonna reveal it until the very end of the game. But yeah, so Persona 1 and 2 made it very obvious who it was, and like it was a game between two gods. Um, like it went into like how dangerous being a Persona user is. Um, like the so you probably wondered, these kids are actually in these dungeons and getting hit by these like shadows, but they show no physical injuries. It is because once they awaken their persona, their bodies have become tougher and more inhuman like. And that was more present. Like this knowledge comes from the first two games where one persona user jumped out of a building and landed on her 2 feet with minimal injuries. She is actually listed as the strongest persona user because she was able to use her powers more out in the real world than the world of shadows and demons and gods. Yeah. Yeah. But so I'm going to spoil Persona 2 for you. So the first Persona 2 game, Persona 2 Innocent Sin, the kids lost. They lost. They lost against the villain, and the world ended. I mean, it got completely destroyed. Um, so, and it was a direct sequel to Persona 1. But yeah, they lost. They died. However, Philemon came in, and they were able to reset the timelines to try again, but they had to lose their memories of each other because they were all childhood friends, etc., and all their lives started in different ways. So that's why Persona 2 Eternal Punishment is that second chance. So the Persona timeline is split into two. There's the original timeline that was Persona 1 to Persona 2 Innocent Sin. Then the world ended, the timeline got reset. So it went back, so Persona 1 still happened, but Persona 2 happens differently with Eternal Punishment because those kids and all the characters there had different backgrounds and histories now. And then Persona 3, 4, and 5. So all the rest of the games after that all are in this new timeline where the world ended back in 1999. So, yeah. So that is how, like, so that's why a lot of people don't like the first two games because they are depressing. The first three games, they are depressing. That's why I don't like how people are saying, oh, Persona's a cozy game. Oh, like, no, the Persona series is not a cozy game. It is literally yeah, all the games are. Yeah. So Yeah, someone tried to argue that Persona 3, 4, and 5 are cozy games because they're like, oh, you can just ignore the dungeon crawling and such. Like, no. Persona 3, 4, like Persona 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 are not cozy games. The subject matter of all 5, technically 6 games is what makes it not a cozy game. Like Persona 4, it has the joking tagline of the coziest game about murder, the brightest game about murder ever. But the subject matter of this game, like because there's a murder, because of all the things these social links go through, like every single one of these social links go through something really harrowing or like something super depressing. Persona 3 is absolutely depressing, which I'm actually not spoiling that one because remember, I am playing Persona 3 Portable on stream. So I won't be saying anything about that one. But Persona 5, you get arrested. You fought against someone who was trying to rape a woman, and that person was a politician and got you sent to jail for punching him out. Yes, that is the backstory of the protagonist for Persona 5. Yes, he's walking home from cram school. He or something. He sees a woman getting assaulted by another man. He shoves that man, and that man is a politician who ruins his life. Yeah, yeah. So, but no, everyone was like, yeah, Persona 5 is so cozy. I'm like, no. In fact, like, the first dungeon in Persona 5, you have to deal with a teacher who also, like, abuses and sexually abuses his volleyball team. Yeah. Like, there's assault. There's the implication of like actual like assault against teenagers and adults in Persona 5. Like the first 3 dungeons. Like but no. That's why I can't I yeah. So but no, like so out of all of them, yeah, Persona 4 is tame. Even though it's the 4th game, which means, 4 means death, but that is why the 3rd game was actually the death game of the, yeah. You ain't playing these games. Oh yeah, I'll play 4. Yeah, and I was actually that's why I actually do recommend people to play 4 first. Because of the fact that 1, the 2 duology and 4, I mean 3 are very depressing. And 5, even though that is the most modern entry, the subject matter of the 5th game is actually really tough and difficult. And like so that's why I don't like it when people call the Persona series cozy games, because that means you are ignoring the whole story. You are ignoring all the character development. You are ignoring the subject matter just because you like hanging out with even like I'm still mad about that person saying, yeah, you hang out with your friends and everything. That means you're ignoring your story. Yeah, like even when you do these social links with your friends, like the subject matter is still really tough. Yeah. So I don't know. It was wild. But yeah, so this is but yeah, going back to my original point, this is why I think Persona 4 really shouldn't get a remake. It is going to get one, and I will not be buying it. I bought the remake of 3, Persona 3 Reload, because I was like, yeah, okay, if we buy this, we'll get Persona 1, 2 remakes, etc. It's not. the recasting of the characters there wasn't as scummy. Oh yeah, the recasting. So I don't know. Like you probably don't have. Do you have a Twitter? Because apparently, um, the voice actors are on strike. So most of the voice actors in Persona 4 are union, and they broke their NDA to say that they are not going to be revoicing their roles in the Persona 4 remake. In fact, they said some of them said they never got called back for it at all. And these are pretty yeah. Yeah, Kimcore. Yeah. Um and I like and it's been implied by all the voice actors it is because of the strikes. Because they're striking. Yeah, I don't like all the speculation. I really don't. But I don't like the scumminess of how they said, oh yeah, we're not going to be having the very iconic voice actors that you've loved from the series be in this game, be in the remake. All the voice actors who were in this game, who are a part of the main cast, are still voice acting today and actually have recently voiced these characters in different stuff. So, like, I understand you can't get Troy Baker back for Kanji. That is why Matt Mercer has been doing his roles. Like, if there's a Kanji if Kanji is in game, sometimes it's a coin toss if it's Troy Baker, his original voice actor, or Matt Mercer. I understand, like, scheduling conflicts. That's fine. That's what happened with Rise in the dancing game. It's not Laura Bailey. But yeah, so I won't be buying the Persona 4 remake. Right. And he was a really good replacement. Like you could not tell that was not Troy Baker um in the Persona 4 anime because he could only Troy Baker did like the first 12 episodes and then he left for his honeymoon. So Matt Mercer took over for the rest of the series and a lot of people said you could not tell the difference. And that is why if Troy Baker cannot be there for um is not there for to voice Kanji, then it's Matt Mercer. Yeah. But like a lot of people go, hey, like the voice of the protagonist of Persona 4 and the and the voice of like the voices of for this cast are very iconic. Like when Golden came out, there was an argument between having the original like who's better, the original voice of Chie and Naoto or the new voices for Chie and Naoto? And people had absolute straight up arguments over it. And there were some parts where the older voice of Chie from the PS2 version did sound a little off, but I did like I like both voices. But hey, that's just me. But yeah, so if when it gets announced, because it most likely will be, I will not be buying it. Um, yeah, I won't be buying it. I won't be supporting that at all. So, in fact, I probably won't. Yeah, unremake it. Like the only way you can get me to play the Persona 4 Golden remake is if it comes out if it's given to me for free. If it's given to me for free, I'll play it, but not. Yeah. So, anyways, I have 3 versions of this game to platinum and complete because I own this game on Vita, I own this game on PC, and I own this game on PS5. So I have hours of games to play to beat for this. I might even get it for the Switch. They really, yeah. And then I also own the base game, the original game on PlayStation 2. But yeah, so I got a couple of perfect games, But yeah, so I won't be getting Persona 4 Golden. I mean, the Persona 4 remake. I think it's unnecessary, and it could have been done during Persona 4's 20th anniversary instead of taking over a spot for freaking Persona 1 on the 30th anniversary. Like, literally, I would have been excited for a Persona 1 remake to be released next year for Persona's 30th anniversary. Like that would have been great. Like we got Raito. Like I got reminded today that the Raito like the remake of the first Raito game comes out on the 19th of this month. And I need to get the pre-order for it because I'm going to play that. I loved Raito. I used to rent that game out for my PS2 all the time. I used to go to the video store and rent it. um, but I don't know if you know this. Raito. So Matt Mercer is also the voice of Raito, even though Raito only has very limited voice lines. Yeah. Um, yeah. So, but yeah, like I'm excited because we're getting the devil something like because up until they announced like this Persona like up until people found that domain for the Persona 4 remake, we all thought they were following what the survey results said, which was give us ports of Persona 3 Portable and Persona 4 Golden on different consoles. Um, there was a remake of Persona 3. We knew that was happening. I didn't really like it, but hey. Um, I don't though my issue with the Persona 3 remake is that it did not give it's not a complete edition like it's not a 100 complete edition of everything that came out for Persona 3 because it's missing the female protagonist route. It has everything but that. So that's my main issue with the Persona 3 remake reload. We got Raito. Like so the next one was supposed to have been the Persona 1 or 2, but now we're getting yeah. And so I'm sad. I am genuinely sad. So I won't be getting it. So we'll be playing this game. Like I said, my goal because I started the game so late, we won't I am going to try to get to the next dungeon this weekend. Um, I have my very serious doctor's appointment during my next RDO weekend, which is the week of where on the 19th of June. Well, my appointment's on the 18th, but I'll be taking off the whole day for that. So I might actually stream when I get home from the doctor. Um, I know if anyone, yeah, I haven't really mentioned that in the Discord that when I have when, so I'll say it here. So I am sick and I have a surgery consult on the 18th and I'll probably be having surgery. I will be having surgery either at the end of June or sometime in July. So there probably won't be a stream at all while I'm recovering. Um, so I'll put an official post in the Discord after my doctor's appointment on the 18th. But this is the notice here that that's why I'm trying to finish this game. So yeah, I'm trying to finish this game. So yeah, so that's what I was told. That after the consultation, I'll either have the surgery in that next week or sometime in July. So within the next month after that. So I don't like it. But that's why I said, hey, I wanna try to beat this game before that happens. So we're in the last third of the game. We've rescued Naoto. All that's left, so if I can remember correctly, we have we have 4 dungeons left. 3 if I mess up something. If I mess up, we only have 3 dungeons left. But if I don't finish the social link, basically we have three dungeons left. But we're not going to do that. We're going to complete that social link and have 4 dungeons. Um, the next dungeon is in November, and actually, so actually after this point in the game, I can actually get one of 3 endings. So I can actually, if I want a certain ending, my next dungeon is my last dungeon of the game. We won't be doing the last 3 dungeons. I won't be doing that, but how fast are the months? So right now we are in late September. So the next story thing is the school festival. Yeah, so the next story thing is the school festival, and um yeah, so the next story thing is the school festival. We have to complete your uncle and your cousin's social links before October 31st. If they are not complete before October 31st, then they won't be completed at all, because your uncle and your cousin become unavailable after the dungeon in November opens up. And that's the only hint I will give you about that dungeon in November. So, yeah. So, if we don't finish things in time, so that is our goal, is we are going to get our knowledge up so we can romance a certain character. We have to complete the social links for your cousin and your uncle, because if they aren't completed before November, they're not going to be completed at all, because both of them are no longer available in past November. Sounds like a dungeon for sure. Yep. We gotta make sure they are. So that's what we're doing now. So I know I've been talking for a minute, but the next thing we're gonna, I just had to catch some bugs. So the next thing we're gonna do is that we're actually gonna go back to your house and spend time with your cousin. So actually, so the next time, let me go back to this. So, where is she? So she's at rank 9, so we're almost done with hers. So, if I was anything other than rank 9, I'll be worried, but we're not. So we're gonna go harvest the vegetables.
They look yummy.
I keep forgetting we have a fast forward button.
Yeah.
So after this spend time with her, we should be able to rank up with her, and the next time we talk to her. Japan developed its own method of wasan, and it essentially cost over China. Wasan, but in the other period developed a pie. trying to make money right feels so stupid. Or let's get to work fun. But yeah, we need to get our knowledge up to even talk to a certain character and even date them. Alright, so I don't think he's ready to rank up. Oh, he is. Cancel.
Nice.
Alright, so he's ready to rank up.
Yo! See you later.
Alright. Alright, so I have a choice. I could do Marie. Do I even have... I don't have a strength, actually. Huh.
Oh, senpai.
So I can rank up with her. But we're not going to do that. Seems quiet.
Hey,
I want to see a dolphin. Bring out a dolphin. I want to count to 3, and by the time I get there, I better see a dolphin. You got it?
how stupid.
1, 2, 3. Hey, where's my dolphin? Hello? This sucks.
Nope.
It doesn't. My head doesn't hurt as long as I don't think too much.
Fine.
Stop trying to. There's no point in trying to look for any answers. And again, I couldn't figure out anything anyway. What can I do? I can't remember. I can't remember anything. Thinking it's a head hurt, and even if something comes up, it vanishes the next instant. I hate this stupid jerk.
Ugh.
Leave me alone. I hate this. My head hurts. All I want to do is just remember. You can sense Marie's heart-rending emotion. You can feel like you understand Marie even more.
Fine.
Forget it. I don't need memories. I'm better off not knowing.
Bye. Oh, welcome home, big bro.
She is ready. I think she's ready to rank up. We're gonna sit save.
Um,
So she is ready to rank up, but we can't do that right now. But yeah, so our goal for the next, like, until the cultural festival is to get as many social links we can get done, including now in Nanako and your uncle, Detective Dojima. Although they call him Dojima, but I keep defaulting to how they say that name in Yakuza, which I think the pronunciation is different simply because of the kanji. I don't know. It's like how people say pronunciation of different names different in English, I guess. Who knows? Folks have gathered around the tree. Dojima sounds different from Dojima. Yeah, but they're spelled the same though. That's the thing. So in like they're spelled exactly the same in English, but I don't know. I don't think the kanji is the same in yeah for emphasis yeah. Sorry, so I really could complete her social link now, but I'm gonna follow the guide because we got to get our understanding up. You decide to make origami cranes. You carefully and precisely folded the cranes for a person you've never met. Cool, I'm saintly now. You suddenly forgot how to make origami cranes. Cranes have not been clean. You have to continue next time.
hello, it's me. Oh,
Alright, let's check the shopping program. Ooh, let's get a shield for kanji. Hey, we got a shield for kanji. Sorry, this is the boring part where we're. So this is all for earning up your skill.
My,
To control life. If I level this up, I can get Alice.
yes. Listen, dear.
The day of the person dies, it's me and Chi, and there is their Suki and Chi.
Do you know what death is?
Death is the entity that takes people to the gods. For those trying to reach the gods, there's to their families, to those people, death can be an ally. That is why I'm death. When a, when a person dies, the people who are left behind start to grieve, right? Why did that person have to die? That is a question everyone wants to know the answer to. How is it right that this life had to come to an end? The person did nothing wrong, and yet we want to think they went to the gods. Sorry, I'm gonna turn off my fan. They've been summoned to heaven, and there's nothing we could do about it. We try to convince ourselves of that. Sometimes, when we look forward to death and taking them up to the gods, you quite don't understand it yet, do you?
You're such a good child.
I looked forward to death too much and became death myself.
I'm sorry. I'll see you again.
But hey, this apparently is the cozy spending time with your friends that people think Persona 4 is cozy for, but
Welcome back.
right? Alright, let's go save, and then we're gonna go catch some bugs, and then we'll. Before I forget. All right, I gotta check to make sure if I'm already. So the guide says if I'm already on rank 8, then I should probably just go ahead and read a book instead of spend time with. So let's go back home. And if it says rank up, we're not gonna. If it just says spend time, we're not gonna do that.
Night.
How about we up our knowledge? Let's see. Wow, so we're almost done with. We almost maxed out all our stats. We just need to max out knowledge and diligence. So how about we just go. Let me hit the save, and we're gonna just go study. Hmm. Sorry. I'm trying to find either will studying give me what I need or should I read these books? So, hold on. Alright, so Polyland will get read then. Oh, that's nice. I love how I can't even. Hold on, I gotta send this to my devices. You know what? Studying might actually be better, but it would be best for me to get you go through all the books because of the fact that. Okay. So hold on. Hmm. Sorry if this is I'm silent right now. I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm being silent. I am trying to figure out what to do because the guide says if I'm already in rank 8, I really shouldn't um rank up with Dojima until tomorrow. So I'm trying to figure out. It says to read a book. Okay, I'm actually gonna reload my save because I thought I would get. You only get it from finishing the book, not while. Alright, did I already catch bugs? I need to check is to go here. Okay, yep, I caught the bugs already. Alright, we're gonna just study. We're not gonna read a book. Unless it's a 2-chapter book. So alright. Also, if I sound differently, I am sitting at my. What are you doing here, Teddy? Okay. So when I'm sitting on my bed playing this game, my fan is blowing directly into my face. But I'm sitting at my desk where my fan is pointed towards my bed, and my desk is on the other side of the room next to the TV. Oh wow. So Sun isn't ready to rank up yet.
I see.
Okay. So none of your normal social links are available when it's raining. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go downstairs. We'll spend time with her if no one else is here. He's not ready to spend time with. None of your social links are available when it's raining. None of the investigation team social links are available when it's raining. Temperance isn't available if it's raining. Um, Actually, let's see. We're gonna do look at the S links. So since it's raining, he's at work. Already maxed out. I can do this. He's not available because it's raining because he's working at his mom's. He's either here at school or working with his mom. Night. It's raining, so she's not available. Not available. Available at night. Okay. I'll be playing this again tomorrow. I'm gonna keep going. Yeah, so the only story thing that will happen is Naoto, and I'll just tell you the timestamp on when that happens. Saki's brother, yeah. Yeah, let's just spend time with son. I'll be home tomorrow. Make sure you update me next time. Okay.
I see.
Good night. Thank you for stopping by. Sorry that I started the stream way too late. No problem, I fell asleep anyway.
You're back. Hey. Ah.
Pushed down the cooking room for some reason.
Now then, first off,
It seems that Dojima has something in mind.
sorry, but can you go call Nanako down here? Take your time.
We call on Naruto. This is Dojima.
You told me to go over there. A cake? Wow! What are we celebrating?
Well, today is a special day for us.
A special day?
That's right. Today's the day when you, me, and him become family.
What about before?
Well, anyways, it's the day that we become a real family.
Aw.
I don't really get it, but it makes me happy.
All right, let's eat.
Yeah!
Used her energy and fell asleep.
Well, sorry about making you go along with this.
It was fun.
You're a nice guy. I felt like I needed to do this to draw the line. And I wanted Nanako to know.
Okay, I'm back. I need to
She
get
has
something
to
off my
know how
chest.
important
Okay.
my daughter is to me. She's looking more and more like Chisato. Her smile, her strong attitude. It was hard for me to even look at Nanako's face, because she reminds me so much of Chisato. Chisato died because she went to pick up Nanako. There were times when I'd come close to believing that. But even then, I can't count the number of times she saved me just by being there. If I was living by myself, I would never have thought about taking you in. I think I was scared. Scared to have someone else around.
It's so stupid.
I was
when
afraid
fell
we'd
asleep.
become a
It's simply
family.
Stupid.
And then I'd lose it all again. I was running away by chasing a guy who'd run away himself. It was almost funny.
Oh my god, I hate that too because they're
I've been
like,
scared
I'm
this
a
whole
minor.
time.
Stop.
That's why I used revenge as an excuse to not spend time with her.
It is so stupid. Okay, since he stopped talking. Yeah, I hate that. I hated that kids are used like you jump into a conversation or you say something so stupid and everyone sees it and you go, "Oh no, I'm a minor." A lot of people don't check profiles when you say something stupid like that until after you say something stupid. Or you don't have your age in your bio anyway beforehand, but you put it in afterwards to go, "You're an adult and you're arguing with a kid." Like you're the one who started this. And now you're saying, "Oh no, please stop. I'm a little kiddy kid." No, keep that same energy. Stay out of adult conversations or don't come after an adult and don't think that adult is going to argue back with you. So, I hate it. I hate that. It has become so I think I haven't mentioned this. I've gotten back into Yu-Gi-Oh, not the card game. I tried to, but like the fandom is now younger because the shows are now more accessible, and a lot of them are arguing with older fans and then don't say, "Well, I'm a minor." Shut up. Just don't come into adult spaces. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, they're like one of the most. I think I ranted about this on my closed Twitter last night because I was drunk. Um, about how people are attacking these kids are attacking some of the older ships, the oldest ships in the fandom because they think it's problematic in or they're making it problematic so people can't ship them. For example, um, there is a ship between two characters. The English name form it's they use it Joey and Mai or Donichi and Mai. And like Mai's 30 is 24 years old. She's the same age as Pegasus who's in his 40s. And she's creeping on a minor. No, actually, Mai is like 18 and Joey's like 2 years younger than her. And the creator himself, he shipped it. That's why he wrote those scenes. Or, 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 regarding Seto Kaiba, who my screen name is based off of, by the way. So the dub aged him up to 18 to justify the fact that he stopped coming to school. To justify the fact that, so because remember he stopped coming to school because he got his mind crushed. So they didn't want to say, "Oh no, the 16-year-old dropped out of school." So they aged him up to 18. And everyone was like, "Yeah, so that's why you can't ship him with anybody because he's actually 18 years old." I'm like, since he was in the same class as them, they would all be 18 then. But they're not. They're 16. And they only did that because they don't like any ships with Seto Kaiba, like Joey and Kaiba, Kaiba and Yugi, Kaiba and Yami Yugi, like all this other stuff. It's stupid. Like every time I see it, I'm just like, I check the profile, see it's a child, like, and I'm calling it a teenager or a child because you are. It's stupid. Yeah, basically they are making the characters older than they are, just so they can invalidate. Yeah, it's always the kids. And or okay, there's a ship called Puzzle Shipping, which is Yugi and the spirit of the puzzle, Yami Yugi. They are two different people. They are not brothers. They are not related to each other. And the only reason Yugi looks like Yami is because of the fact that he's his counterpart, because that's the only way the puzzle can work. And everyone was like, "Oh my goodness, you're shipping two brothers together." I'm like, they're not related. That's not his reincarnation. It's not anything. He is literally just... Basically, it's explained in the manga and in all of their material is that the reason why Yugi looks the way he does is because he's just a counterpart. Because the Thief King Bakura's counterpart, Ryo Bakura, was also born around the same time. So they needed a catalyst for the puzzle to work. The puzzle does not work unless there's someone who actually looks like the pharaoh. They're not related. They're not brothers. They're not anything. Yeah. No, they made that ship in. They were like, that ship is incest, and I'm just like, no, it's literally just a 3,000-year-old spirit. They look alike, but they're not related. Or they're saying you cannot ship Kaiba and the spirit of the puzzle anymore because Kaiba's past life was cousins with the spirit of the puzzle, but Kaiba only looks like his counterpart. Like they're not related at all. Yeah, it's weird. It's stupid. It's all kids. Or the current fan. I don't know if you noticed that the kids are trying to start a ship war in Overwatch. By the way, I don't think you've noticed that on Twitter that they're trying to start a ship war, and I'm just like, yeah. So since Story came out, people are saying you can't ship Soldier with anyone anymore. Like, they're saying you can only ship Soldier with Vincent, or you can not ship him at all with anyone because his short story came out. So they've been attacking every single ship. Exactly. Or you can only ship Reinhardt with Anna. I'm like, and I said this to my friends. I was like, when I saw that, I was just like, sir, ma'am, I have written Reinhardt bending Soldier in half and breaking his back like a Kit Kat bar. I don't care what your canon thinks. I've never cared what canon thinks. I have written. I haven't posted it. So I have a thing where if I see on Twitter where someone says you can't, for Overwatch characters, you can't ship this character with such and such character, and they're like, I write about it. I don't care. I do not care. I write about it. I have fanfic of a lot of Ram or Matcha with other characters of the cast written. I just never posted it yet. I haven't posted it. I really should start posting that. Like, just make an anonymous account and start posting it on AO3. And said, these are my... So every time I see you can't ship that, I don't like this ship, or you attack... Like, people are attacking folks for shipping Reaper and Lifeweaver. And so... And I think that ship's adorable. Because he helps like make living things with light, and Reaper's decaying, and like he can heal people with it. Like it's cute. I love it. I love stuff like that. But yeah, these kids are like there was someone posted a survey. It was like, oh, I want to know what your favorite ship is. I'm like, no. Because I know what it is. Since you wanted our screen names with it, you want to send to harass people for your ship, for what they shipped. And I'm not falling for that because I don't want to deal with some kids in my mentions. Oh, yeah. People get mad that you ship Tracer with anyone other than Emily. I'm like, I ship Tracer with Widowmaker. I actually, you've given me an idea. I think I'll write a Tracer and Widowmaker fic with Emily watching. You've given me an idea. But yeah, like they're like, oh, these two characters have never really interacted. I don't care. I ship Weehaw, which is Ash and Widowmaker. I ship Reinhardt and Sigma. I ship Sigma. I ship Reinhardt and Soldier. I ship Reinhardt and Reaper. I ship Reaper and. I have so many Overwatch ships. I'm not a one true pairing kind of person. Like the thing, and I hate that I somehow got dragged into the Genji and Mercy and Farah and Mercy ship war because I had to stop retweeting and posting art for either one of those ships because people try to drag me into their crap. And I was like, I like both of them. Like, no, you can't like both of them. You have to like either one or the other. I'm like, I'm a grown ass woman. I don't care. Yes, actually, Reinhardt is my fandom bicycle. You can ship him with the entire cast. Yes, I had to stop retweeting people's art of the Genji and Mercy ship and the Farah Mercy ship because I kept getting people like going, why are you retweeting that? I'm like, because I like it. I like both ships. I'm not going to pick one or the other. If it comes out that Mercy's a lesbian, okay, fine. If it finds out she's bisexual, then both ships are fine. Yes. Actually, so I got hit with a stray once because because of the Moira and Sigma ship. I followed people who like that ship. I actually like the art of it. I don't ship it myself, but I like the art of it. I got hit with a stray where this person kicked me out of their Discord and then blocked me on everything. And I was just like, I'm grown. I don't care. Like, you actually came after me and yeah, over a ship that I don't even ship. I just followed people and interacted and were friends with people who shipped shed ship. I don't I don't care. I don't care. Like, I was like, I'm too old for this. I got involved in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX ship war back in the day when I was 17, which I got dragged into too because of my same stance of I don't care. I ship both of these ships. I don't care. Leave me alone. And someone still tried to make me pick sides. In that ship war, it was like Jade. It was the main character and his rival, and the main character and his best friend. Those two ships, and I like both of them. People were like, "No, you need to like one or the other." I'm like, "You don't get to tell me what to write." Like, and it actually stopped me from writing fanfiction for a good 3 years. Like, literally, if you ever find my fanfiction.net account, you will see that I stopped writing anything with Yu-Gi-Oh! In 2007 because of that, and I didn't write anything else until 2010. So, but yeah, and it's right now it is mostly children. Like, they are restarting ship wars. They are doxing people over ships. They are trying to make ships like a moral thing, or they care about canon. Like, Look, I come the age of forums, Angel Fire, and GeoCities. I don't care about canon, and I never will. Yeah. I do not care about canon ships. I love canon ships, but I ship other things other than canon. Like, for example, Kaylee and Shannon. They like Caitlyn and Violet from Arcane, the canon lesbian ship. I mean, they love it. However, I like that ship, but I also ship the non-canon ships of Arcane, which is Jason Victor, Jace Victor and Mel threesome. Like, I'm not a yeah, I like that one too, but it's more people and it goes back to these kids saying the most outlandish things and then going back and saying, I'm a minor, why are you arguing with me? Because you came after me over something that was so absolutely asinine and stupid. Like shipping. I don't care. Like, I think I actually had someone ask me if I was a pro ship or an anti shipper, and I said I'm a grown woman. I go outside and touch grass. That's what I am. I don't care about your little. I said, I'm a grown woman who pays taxes and bills. But in response to that, I got said, well, why aren't you doing your adult things while you're in fandom? Because I'm an adult with money now. I can buy the things I want to buy now, play the games I want to play. I don't have to care about, yeah. Like immediately they go, if they find out the person you're arguing with is an adult woman, they immediately go, why aren't you taking care of your kids? Why aren't you doing this? Like, and I'm just like, they go straight to misogyny, and I'm just like, do you think that fun stops after you leave college? You think you stop being in fandom when you leave college? Like, my coworkers who are 40 and 50 asked for pictures from the anime convention I went to. It is very much trad wife mentality, yes. I don't have kids to take care of. I have books and plushies and video games and bills to pay. So, but yeah, it's really directly that whole conservative trad wife stuff, being Puritan and modesty, and I'm just like, I'm good. I don't like, I'm a modest person, but I will say the most outlandish things, as you know. Like, hey, my long-standing thing is that I want every single male Overwatch character to be dressed like Tubian from Nier Automata. Heels, dresses, and all. That's what I want. Like, that is what I want. And I am glad someone wrote that fanfic of Sigma in 2B's outfit. Heels, the dress and all. Because that is the best picture I had in my head. The short skirt, yes. And like, I don't care that it will be buff on them or tight on them. That makes it better. And like, they're like, but you're a woman, soldier's gay. I don't care. He would still look really good in 2B's outfit. Heels, skirt, and all. I don't care. I want it. And I like it. And I want to see it. Like, yes. It. Exactly. That. I want to see it. But I have not found the right artist who will give me what I want. But the moment I do, I'm going to commission it. I'm going to give them a picture of 2B's outfit. And one of the men from Overwatch, most likely Reinhardt, and ask them to draw it for me. I want it. And if you're gonna say, does this apply to Ramatra and Bastion too? Yes. Put them in 2B's outfit. I don't care if it's like painted on for put them in 2B's outfit. Heels, the short skirt, and all. I want to see it. I would like to see it. And hey, I would like to also like. I've also said I want to see Zarya in that outfit too, because she would look really cute. But I digress. I want to see it. But like, apparently that kind of thought is bad now. And I hate the word gooner. Like, those kids are throwing it around to grown women and grown men. Like, oh, you're a gooner. I'm like, don't use 4chan terms to me. Like, someone actually called... You know how I say in the chat and Overwatch saying Smash or Pass, Junker Queen, or Ramatra, or whatever? The last time I said that, someone called me a gooner. And I'm like... Finding her hot is not a gooner. Yeah, or saying that. Someone actually said that to me also for that line too. Who's the most who's the most handsome tank. One person did question, it was like, isn't it subjective? Like, because you have a special a favorite, a handsome tank too. And I was like, yeah, Ryan and Sigma are very handsome, but still, yes, exactly. God forbid a woman has fantasies, and like I said, this mentality goes back to these kids thinking that, well, like, it's unsafe for women to think like that. I'm like, no, this is not 1950s. I can think and say how much I want, and what I want the most is all those men on the Overwatch roster in 2B's clothing. Like, I'm a simple woman with simple tastes. I'm a simple woman with simple tastes. And right, because they think that, oh, they might end up doing it IRL. I'm like, so you mean me going to a grown man and telling him to put on 2B's clothing, like a random grown man? No. I'm talking about a fictional people. If they can doxy them, they can fantasize exactly. And they fall for it so easily. Like, there was. Alright, hold on. I want this music to stop, so I'm gonna finish this out so I can continue playing. But, so there was a call out post of someone attacking a amputee who was making not safe for work art of like other amputees and himself. It was no minors in his art. It was just, and they were like, oh no, this person cut off his legs as part of a fetish. No, he lost his legs to cancer, and everyone was like, this is a grown man. But then they're like, oh, but he's disabled. He shouldn't have thoughts like that. Yeah, they actively, they ruined this person's life. They called his work and said that he cut off his legs for a fetish reason and not because he had cancer. And then the person who called it out, like, oh yeah, I was just lying about it. I didn't think it was going to get too big. It was a kid who was like 15. Yeah. Yeah. And the other one is that there is a webtoon / comic called Boyfriends. It is written and created by a Indonesian trans man called Ranbo. They're a very nice person. Their webtoon / comic is full of like gay stereotypes of people that he's encountered while he lives in Indonesia, since he's Indonesia. And the kids have misgendered Rainbow. They have called him a woman. They have called him they have called him a woman. They've said he's fetishizing gay people for doing gay stereotypes, and every time they're corrected and said he's a gay man who lives in Indonesia, they're like, well, that doesn't excuse him for doing this. Or like, are you sure he's a man? And these are actual other trans teenagers saying this. And that what blew my mind. And then when I questioned one of them, they're like, oh, I don't really actually hate boyfriends. It's just that I saw other people doing it and I just wanted to have fun with them as well. So they were just doing it for fun. Yeah, a lot of them knew what was being said and what was being done was either lies or just being bullying. Yeah. And this was another, like, Genshin Impact thing. So there was an artist on Twitter who was making boy band art of the, some of the Genshin characters, the male Genshin characters. and they were talking. It was during the pandemic, and they were mentioning to a friend. Um, they're like, "Oh, I'm so glad that we can finally go outside. My shackles of being inside are finally free. I'm no longer shackled to being inside." The kids made up a lie saying saying I'm my shackles are off, my shackles are free, or is a racist joke against African Americans, and ran them off of Twitter. They're like, "Oh, it's an old school racist joke." They made up a lie, and I remember getting involved in that and saying, "Hold on, let me actually pull up exactly what I said, because I can. Let me pull it up." Do, do, do. Going to my profile. So, I said this is that what pisses me off the most, they lied about what they said was a joke against Black Americans when "I'm free from my shackle" has been a figure of English speech for centuries. They lied and said, they accused me of being racist because they were racist. Exactly. So they lied and said that "I'm free from my shackles" is a racist joke to someone who's not even American. And "I'm free from my shackles" has been a figure of speech for centuries. And then when someone pressed the person who started that, they said, "Oh, I was just jealous that they didn't add my favorite character to their boy band AU." That is why they did that. Yeah. Mhm. And then not only that, they stole this person's art and started posting it on. It wasn't even a ship. It was just art of a boy band, AU, using Genshin characters. And they were upset that their favorite female character of Genshin wasn't added to a boy band AU. Yeah. Yeah. And the most egregious thing is that so apparently boy band AUs are still very popular in Genshin, and so they started a trend of doing that. That artist started a trend of doing that, but they have run that artist who started it off of Twitter, and she's never come back. But yeah, they actually absolutely gaslit people into believing that "Free from My Shackles" was never a figure of speech, that hasn't been used in English ever forever, and that every use of it's ever been has been a racist joke. But it hasn't. It's been used is from in centuries. In fact, every language in the world has a figure of speech almost like that in their language, and it's a metaphor. And it shows me they never paid attention in school, because you can't say you've never seen it been used. It's been used in news articles. But yeah, it's a hot mess. But yeah, the kids are not all right. And someone I follow on mutuals with on TikTok was like, if you see something like anti-pride stuff or ship wars or whatever, or anti-fujoshi things or anti-hime joshi things on Twitter or on any other social media, it's because school's out and the kids have unlimited internet access right now. So it's going to be like that until September. And so I have been blocking people. Like, I've been blocking people. I'm not going to be dragged into your ship war. I'm not going to be dragged into your fandom war. And like someone tried to drag me into the stuff with the strikes because I called them out on being or for falling for union busting tactics. You know, they kept dragging me, and I muted that thread. I think people are still replying to it and retweeting it, but I don't see it. In fact, someone added me to a list of Screen Actors Guild bootlickers. Yeah. Because I said that SAG-AFTRA is a sister union to my union. They are a sister union to. We're under the same umbrella. There's a big union called AFL-CIO. Most unions in the country are under that huge union. Yep. So the way to get off the list is just block the person who's on it. And I also reported the list for targeted harassment. So, yep. So, but yeah, I don't. And like I said in Kimchi's Discord, those kids have fallen for union busting tactics. Like straight up. They have completely fallen for it. And it's because they're addicted to their little gambling game. And they tried to drag me into it, and I'm just like, hey, you're not going to listen to me that you have fallen for union busting tactics. You are cheering that someone lost their job because they were striking. Because they told you, because they were not nice to the voice actors who were scabbing. Like, I knew the moment these kids faced what an actual union does and how unions act to people who were scabbing, they were going to fall apart. Because those voice actors had no reason to be nice to other voice actors who were scabbing. No reason. They had that is what happens in a union. If you find out if you're striking and someone is being a scab and joins the company that you're striking against, that's a scab, and you get shunned for it. And everyone was like, "Oh no, they're being too mean." Like, no, that's actually being nice, because back in the day, unions used to beat you up for that. Used to beat you up in the street for being a scab. And then you're also banned from joining the union. If you scab, you're banned from joining the union. Some unions are more forgiving. Like the Screen Actors Guild, I think they are more forgiving because they understand that sometimes agents lie. Agents and companies lie, but yeah, everyone's like, yay, Paimon's voice actor. She got Hoyo to be a union company, and now they have to fire all their non-union actors. And I'm like, no, that's a choice that Hoyo is making. Because this game that we're playing right now has non-union actors in it. There's union and non-union actors in this game. Hoyoverse did not have to fire all of their non-union actors to hire a union cast. They did that to make people mad at the union because they know they have gotten y'all on their side. You are siding with the multi-billion-dollar company. So, because you're addicted to their gambling game, and they know that. So, And some of y'all say, "Oh, I've been playing Genshin for 5 years," and I look at your account, and you said you're in 14. That means you've been playing. I mean, you're 15. I mean, you're 19. That means you've been playing Genshin since you've been 14 or 15. That means you've been gambling in a gambling game for 5 years, 4 to 5 years. You were addicts. You were addict to a gambling game. Like a lot of those people who were attacking me, when I looked at their ages, they were 19. Like some of them were adults, so they were 19, 20, 21. That means they were minors, and they said, "I've been playing Genshin since it came out." Genshin came out in 2020. So that means they've been playing since they were 15, 14, 15, 16. So you got addicted to the little gambling game. Because that's what it is. That's what gacha games are. I I don't pay for gacha games. I use all the free things. Yeah. And I feel bad for these kids because of the fact they are addicted to this game. They're addicted to gambling for these cute little outfits and these characters, and they don't realize it. They don't realize they're addicted to it. So, and now they are falling for companies' union busting tactics, attacking people for it, attacking voice actors for striking, and then saying that the union is the one in the wrong for their demands. Because I'm now seeing people go, well, maybe the union is wrong for going after these companies. Like, even the American ones. Like, they don't have to add AI protections if they don't want to. Or, I saw the most delusional post ever. They think that the only voice acting jobs in the industry right now are just for Hoyoverse games. They think that the only voice acting jobs in this company right now are just Hoyoverse. That there's nothing else done. Yeah. They're like, well, anime's drying up. I'm like, anime is union and non-union. There's other video games out there. So that shows a lack of understanding what voice actors do. Like, they voice act in commercials. If you don't know this, Sonic the Hedgehog's voice actor is the narrator for Say Yes to the Dress. That's a reality TV show where people go to a bridal shop to find their wedding dress. Like, people don't understand that there's more work that voice actors do. Other than your silly little gacha game. And that shows a lack of disconnect of what they have, like their understanding. It is wild. Like, this is what happens when you gave the kids unsupervised internet access during the pandemic. Like, this is what happened. Like, and you did not monitor their internet access or the video games they played. So now we have kids. We now have folks who were kids during the pandemic, who are now young adults, who are addicted to these gambling games, and are so addicted that they are falling for union busting tactics. They are harassing people on social media and saying all sorts of wild stuff. Or, I don't think so there was an incident here in the United States where these group of 18 and 19-year-olds beat up they're in college, they're freshmen in college, they beat up a college junior for going out, for picking another college student who was 18 on Tinder and asked him to go out on a date with them. And they beat him up. They chased him down across campus and beat him up, calling him a pedo. Yeah, they've been kicked out and they are arrested. But everyone was like, yeah, he was a predator. He picked an 18-year-old. You mean someone who would have been in his classes? Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, they got arrested. But that is that kind of mentality that some of these kids have where they can just do stuff with no consequence. Those kids face the consequences. But, like, it's wild. And a lot of people were like excusing it, saying, "Well, they're just kids." I'm like, they're 18. They're no longer kids anymore. They have to be responsible for their actions. Like I said, my block button is strong. If you were saying wild stuff, I block you. If you are a kid and you come into my missions and try to start stuff, I block you. Like, it's just like that. I know one of them has added me to some weird. They took my business email that I have on my Twitter and added me to some hair care company mailing list. And I was like, oh my god, that is so tame. Yeah. I was like, that is absolutely tame. Yeah. So, yeah. I was like, wow, that's very tame. And I think it was one that I blocked, one of the kids I blocked before. But yeah, it's very stupid. That'll dox them, right? Or on my open Twitter, I have my location is Whiterun Skyrim. They're like, but you live in Georgia, and I was like, yep, I do. I was like, all you have right now is that the county I live in Georgia, but you don't know my name. I go by Ella or Settlebox on the internet. You don't know my full name. So the only people who know my full name are artists on Twitter that I have bought things off from. Because they mail it to me, and that's it. Or my friends. So, but yeah. I've only mentioned like my real name here on stream like once or twice. Or when my mom comes in and sometimes she'll say my name and it'll get picked up. Right? So it is just... But yeah, I understand your frustration. I hate those kids. I don't hate children. And I don't hate teenagers. I just hate the annoying kids who come into adult conversations or start something with an adult and try to run away. I hate those who are actively trying to ruin people's lives over fandom stuff. I hate nasty people, yes. I don't like how they're trying to ruin people's lives over nasty, like over fandom things. They don't know fandom rules. They don't know how to use the block button. They don't know how AO3 works. They don't know how they can filter, like... Apparently, I got called a weirdo freak once because... So when I'm bored at work, and I'm on my break, do you know what I do? I go on AO3, and I pick the wildest tags ever, and I click search. And I read whatever first fanfic pops up. And I read it. I don't care what fandom it is. That's on me. Like, if it's something that triggers me, that's on me, because I did that. But someone said, oh my god, you do that? And I'm like, yeah. Because I did that myself. It's my fault. It's not the author's fault of whatever fanfic I read. It is fun. Like, I found like the funniest fanfics that way, but also the most, oh my god, like shocking ones that way. I have found Slenderman Impreg once. I did not know that existed. Yes. I did not know that existed. I read that though. I got tickled. I was like, oh, I found it. I gotta read it. I gotta read it. And I did. But yeah. But yeah, apparently I'm like, but that's on me. Like, I did not exclude any tags. I picked these random tags. I picked all these random tags and read the first couple of fanfics on that first page. That's me. That's my fault. That's not the author's fault. I'm not going, they tagged their stuff properly. I'm not going to harass the author because, and I'm bringing that up because since I've been like I said, I've been getting back into reading Yu-Gi-Oh fan fiction because on my off days when I'm not streaming, I'm actually watching a live stream of the entire first series of Yu-Gi-Oh, which I guess that's a comfort show now. But anyway, I found a series of for the Kaiba and Joey ship. And when I got to like the fifth fanfic in the series, the person said they totally deleted it because people were harassing them over it. And she was like, I'm so sorry because this was the funniest one, but you can find it on fanfiction.net and I haven't found it yet. Actually, no, I didn't pick that. What I did was I picked, if I remember correctly, I picked explicit horror, if I remember correctly, and MLN. I made it male. I think I picked some other stuff too. I can't even remember. It's been like a year. It's been like a year. But yeah, I got so mad because I'm just like, I really want to comment on it and tell them, hey, I know it's been like 7 years since you did this because it's recent. Like they recently removed it, and I was like, can you send the document for it? Like send a PDF of it over so I can read it. Where do you read these? Yeah, and and that's what makes me so mad is that AO3 is an archive. So you can just abandon a fan fiction and orphan it and not delete it, but a lot of people are deleting it. Like, there was a Hanzo and Cassidy fan fiction that I really liked. And apparently the author deletes her fan fictions after she's written 5 of them. She just cycles them out. She says, oh yeah, I delete it off of AO3 and off my computer because I'm done with it. And I'm just like, what? Who does that? Just orphan it. Luckily, when I went to the deleted fanfiction Reddit and asked for this fanfic, I found it. Someone found it. Someone had someone had a PDF of it. So I was able to get it. I don't know why that author does that. I even emailed them and said, hey, you wrote this fanfiction, do you have it? And they were like, no. They delete all of it. And when I asked why, they're like, oh, it's not that it's lose the glasses. I just realized you told me to lose my glasses. I did take off my glasses during the stream yesterday. I never got the Slenderman one though. No one had it. So I was upset. Lose the But yeah, like, these kids don't know fandom rules. They don't, like, a lot of them are very, I believe the pandemic hurt fandom for a long time. And, like, one of the wildest things I've seen with this new fandom of people is that, so there was an Elden Ring zine that came out that was being planned on. I don't know if it even ever came out, Elden Ring, of course, that's by the people who do Dark Souls, Bloodborne, and it was also written by um, George Martin, the person who's behind Game of Thrones. If so, that means like the themes of those games are very dark. Like Bloodborne literally is about the pregnancy horror, and Elden Ring, like it has like Elden Ring's a mess. But anyway, there's a character in Elden Ring who wants to marry Mikula, who's an immortal like being, and Mikula is currently frozen in time or whatever. But and people are like, oh, you can't draw. Please make sure you don't draw Mikula or Molag Bog or oh wait, speaking of Molag Bog, I just did a Skyrim thing. So Skyrim, Molag Bog, the Daedric prince of who's behind the vampires. Apparently, people did not know how he created the vampires in the world of Skyrim. So a lot of people are like, oh, that was my favorite Daedric prince, etc., etc. Now I gotta throw out all my figures. I'm just like, did y'all not read any of the books? Did y'all not read any of the books or lore in Skyrim itself? The in-game? Yeah. So, yeah, but a lot of people did not know how he created the first vampire, which is an assault allegory, basically. Yeah. So, yeah, the books, so you can find, like, all the lore books in Skyrim that talk about the Daedric princess. And so, about how they created different, like, yeah. So, but some people didn't know that, and I'm like, how did you? Speaking of the Argonians, the lady who voiced all the female Argonians in Skyrim, she passed away last week. I'm so sad. I mean, she voiced every single female Argonian. Yes. Well, actually, it has a lot of... but she was the one that was specifically just for the Argonians because of her raspy voice. But that is what I found out from the anime convention book group I'm in. But yeah. But yeah. So, or another thing I don't know if you noticed this trend online with the kids, is that they are buying figures from like eroges in BL games and other like sexually explicit content and saying, I am saving this character from being bought by an evil man or woman who will sexualize them. I was like, you are buying an $80 figure. Like, and no, someone even said, it's like, you're not buying an $80 figure to save them from a man. You bought that for yourself. Or, like, people, like there are teenagers who are like, oh, I love Supersonico. Supersonico is... Exactly. So, there are kids who love Supersonico. Supersonico is... I'm going to actually... So I can explain this correctly. Because I like Supersonico. So, Supersonico is the mascot of Nitro Plus. You know, the visual novel company that made Saya no Uta. Um, they made Deadpool, Sweet Pool, Dramatical Murder, etc. I am going to link you to the tamest picture of her. This is the tamest picture. Yeah. This is the tamest picture of Supersonico. Nitro Plus is a video game company that makes. No, she's already sexualized. That's actually her tamest picture from her anime that came out like 10 years ago. She actually looks like this. Hold on. Let me find it. Right? And that's it. That's her tamest picture. This is what she usually is dressed like. Yeah. But these kids are like, oh, Supersonico is so cute. I don't know why people are sexualizing her. And I'm like, because the company that made her, and I want you to understand what Nitro Plus is, they are a visual novel company that mostly deal with dark themes and eroges. So, of course, the mascot of their company will be a big tittied, sexualized anime. Exactly. Yes. So how dare they hypersexualize the already hypersexualized mascot of a visual novel company that makes sexual visual novels and dark themed visual novels. Also, Supersonico, actually, yeah, she turns 20 next year. So she's been our mascot since 2006. Yeah. Like, yeah. Like, I'm trying to think in my head of. I'm trying to think in my head of like a visual novel they made that has not been either hypersexualized or is not dark, and it cannot come into my head. I think it doesn't. Yeah. I can't think of one. I honestly can't think of anything. So, yeah, but no, they have to save her from the gooners and people who will sexualize her. It is wild. I'm just like, y'all. Supersonico is already an adult woman. I think she's like 20. And not only that, her character turns 20. Like, the character, like, she was introduced almost 20 years ago. She's 19. So it's like, you're trying to save, what? A fictional character? Like, first of all, why are you engaging in this kind of content anyway? Like, There are kids who were like, "Oh yeah, I played Dramatical Murder." Like, you did what now? You played what? You played Dramatical Murder? Like, you're 15. You shouldn't be playing that game. How did you buy that game? Did you buy, like, did your parents buy that game for you? Did they know that it's a Did they know it's a BL? Did they know it's a very dark BL with a lot of like rape and murder in it? Yes, unsupervised again. Like, it's like how they don't understand. So Persona, actually, I have the case right here. Persona 4 is an M-rated game. These kids actually have to have permission from their parents to buy this game. Like, it's M-rated. And that is why everyone's like, "Oh, Persona is a teenage game." Like, no, it's not. It's M-rated. Like, and also, like, Dramatical Murder in nearly all of Nitro Plus's catalog is M-rated or adult only for a reason. Why are your parents buying that? Why are, like, at MomoCon there was a teenager cosplaying the main character from Dramatical Murder. I'm like, why are you cosplaying a character from a BL? Why are you cosplaying this character? Like, but there was an anime. I don't care. I know the anime was safe for work. However, you are 15 years. I wanted to say something to that kid. Like, why are you, like, there is something, yeah. Like, you should not be cosplaying. Characters from these games, you should not be playing these games or anything or interacting with that media at all. I know that's kind of hypocritical with me because, like, I played Toga Ino no Chi, okay? I played Fate Stay Night. I played the machine translation of Fate Stay Night when I was 16, 17. However, I did not go on the internet and harass people of it and try to jump in myself into an adult space. That was my fault. That was my parents' fault for giving me unsupervised internet access. But I'm not making it other people's problem. Yeah. So I wasn't going to an anime convention and cosplaying characters. Like, I think a lot of people forget that Fate Stay Night isn't a eroge. Like, that's another thing that bothers me, is that people keep forgetting that Fate. In fact, like, a lot of the Natsuverse games and media, there are eroges. And I understand that Natsu was like, yeah, I did it like that because it was the only way for me to get my... And I only did it to get my game out there. I understand that because, you know, porn sells, whatever. Sex sells, whatever. But, like, that's the same thing with Love Love, where you can cut out, like, the sex scenes and you have a full and complete story because the creators of Love Love wanted to have an action visual novel, but they also know what sells, which is big titty anime girls and women. So, but yeah, but hey, but Love Love is actually an amazing visual novel series. Like, it is. So Love Love, the first part of Love Love is a cliched high school romance drama. And then the character goes to sleep. And he wakes up in another universe that's almost like his own, but the world is ending. Because apparently it's under attack by an alien species. And it turns into a war drama with mecha. And it's amazing. Like, it goes from being a cliche romance visual novel to a gritty war drama where humanity is on its last legs. It's called Muv Love. Hold on, I'm talking to chat. Yeah. So the version they actually put out in the West has cut out all sexual scenes, everything. However, the violence and gore is still there, but there's no essay. No. There's no essay in this one. So the international version has taken out all of the, yeah. There's no essay in Muzzlove. But man, if you want a depressing and gritty, so I'm only spoiling it now. That's supposed to be a spoiler where you play the game normally and suddenly you end a route and you end up in that world. Like you finish all the routes and you end up in that world. That's supposed to be a spoiler. However, the international versions have the international versions have made it available that you can actually play the gritty version first, which to me ruins the flow because you're supposed to play the cliched high school drama first because it hits the protagonist harder when he encounters his friends who don't know who he is. They're basically completely different people. And like some people are even missing. And actually so there is a character in Muv Love where it's unknown. So in the original world, in the high school drama, they are a boy, but in the other world they're a woman. And so a lot of people are assuming, okay, they never made it clear if actually this character was trans the whole time or they were cross-dressing. They never made it clear, and the creators of Muv Love said they'll never elaborate. So, but the character is really interesting. They are the protagonist's best friend, and they're the protagonist's best friend in both worlds. Like they're the first one who becomes friends with them. So, and but it does say that best friend was in love with the main character when they were a dude and also when they're a woman. So, but we'll never know. They won't elaborate, which I hate. But yeah, so I've kept you long enough. You can go to bed. I am going to go see what my mom wanted because she called my name. And like, I hate unfinished. Yeah, they never elaborated. And everyone's saying, oh, it's because like the timeline shifted. If the aliens didn't come in the 70s, then that character is born a male. But if the aliens come, the character is born a female because, of course, you need more women to be born so you can replenish the earth. It has been an hour and a half. And we've been in the middle of Dojima's, like, breakdown. But yes, it's been fun. I am actually going to probably finish up these next 2 days, which is, I don't think there's any story. Yeah, there's no story. So I'm probably going to go until, yeah, I'm probably going to go until Wednesday. Watching it blinking. Yeah, I'm probably going to end it early, and then I'm going to start it tomorrow, and so. But yeah, alright. You go to sleep. I'm going to go see what my mom wanted, and I'll be right back. And I'll be back later. Good night. Okay, she just needed help finding her remote. Alright, but yeah, Dojima has been like stuck in this forever. Let let's finish his crash out.
Yeah.
I mean his
Yeah, it
realization, I
was.
mean.
Running, regretting, that crap all ends tonight. I'm not gonna lose the things that are important to me. Never again. That's the strength you've shown me. Thanks.
Oh, Senpai. Gee.
I'm sexier.
Thank you.
Hey!
I have two justices? Hmm. She's not ready. She's not here.
Yo.
What's up, guys? Wanna grab some grub on the way home? Huh? Practice over already? No, mine. It's over, isn't it? I gotta go home. Yeah, I'm pretty short for a basketball player. I guess. That's advantage. I always get kicked out of draft. What's up with him? Gotta be kidding. He should be celebrating they let him play, not sulking.
Aw.
Now we give him a rematch.
All right.
Oh, I gotta make sure strength wasn't to level up like this. Okay, I'm just a few days behind.
The... See ya.
Oh, welcome home, big bro.
She's ready. Do I even have a devil? I do.
Oh,
He's ready to rank up.
oh. Sure.
Welcome back.
Oh, goodness. Hey, you can stop cleaning here. We're gonna be needing this room. So can you get all your cleaning supplies out of here? One of the nurses collapsed. She needs to rest, but the doctors on break are using the lounge, so she's overworked. Here, help me. Nurse lays Sayoko down on the bed and inject her with a syringe. She didn't have to do that. I was just a little wobbly. I'm always pressuring them to do their jobs. It's still on continuing work. What should you do?
Huh?
I mean,
Yo.
sugar daddy or two? Are you serious? I think it's cheaper to market in the boonies.
Sorry.
I know you and Isan are pretty close.
See ya.
don't get you.
Welcome back.
Hey, Na-
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna call it because I think, yeah. So I'm a rank behind, like, so I'm supposed to be rank 9. Rank. You know what? How about I call it? So I will do this tomorrow. I'm gonna reload the save because if I can't catch the bugs, then I really can't concentrate on what else is happening. So we are going to